enjoy the show after the beep.
Everybody, welcome to the show.
I didn't mean to end it right there, but I did on accident, so it's all right. Hey, everybody.
This is the show. This is the winter show. It's winter. There's winter snow.
Winter snow for the... No.
We're still here. We're still doing the show because we're not going to be tricked by nature.
I'm not being tricked by nature. I know it's snowing out there, and it doesn't need to try and convince me otherwise.
I saw it happen.
It's not snowing anymore, but it did a lot.
Could have.
The outside of this room last week is nothing compared to the outside of this room this week.
Yeah, it's wet out there now.
Isn't it crazy that it's cold here but hot somewhere else?
That is crazy.
It is a little
You ever
warm.
think about that?
There's a little part of the country, let's call it a big part of the country.
There's a country.
Let's call it a influential part of the country that is, what's the word? On fire?
Well,
I don't mean to make jokes about it. Hope everyone's doing okay, but...
You know what they say about fire?
I don't.
Reach for the sky.
Get out of evacuate now. I hope that doesn't happen often anymore, but I can't do nothing about that, can I?
You never will. You're never going to do anything about it. You ever think about how everybody is constantly in danger of finding out the truth?
The truth. It's scarier than you might think. The truth is dangerous. The truth has wings and a big beak. The truth is made for you and me. and it's going to get you. There's no stopping the truth. It'll find you no matter where you go. You can try and face the truth, but it always turns away. You can't breathe when you're surrounded by truth because it's not part of an oxygen-rich atmosphere. Hold on, I gotta take this one.
Hey, Tia.
What's up? Oh, shit. Why not? So what are you supposed to? How are you supposed to get to work on it then? Like, what do you do? What are you supposed to do? Okay. I mean, O'Reilly should have batteries too, so I would try it, and then if you can't get them to install it, then just buy it there. Oh, they do free installation? I didn't know that. I have no idea. Yeah, sorry, I need more help on that. But I do think it's worth a shot. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm glad you didn't. That would have been rough. They probably, well, maybe not, but I was gonna say, AutoZone would be assholes if they weren't gonna judge you. I mean, that would be fucked up. The truth is gonna get you. Truth's gonna fucking get you.
Oh my god.
Shit. It just kept getting louder and louder and louder.
I literally took anything I saw on here that said volume. I was slowly turning it up.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
I was like, at a certain point, I was like, "Oh, it's like loud."
I can't tell what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just gotta,
But yeah, so that basically what's going on there. Tia's battery died a few days ago.
Okay.
And so I jumped her car the other day, and we let it sit and run for like 15, 20 minutes, which is what they recommend.
25, 30 F. 25, 30 F. Don't forget.
I was wondering what the F was.
Forget.
Yeah. Oh. But so we did that. Really what we probably should have done but didn't do because the roads are sketch was like just drive somewhere and drive around a little bit, because that can really help like get it charged up,
Get it going.
but we didn't do that. And then she tried to start her car the next day and it wouldn't again. So we tried to jump it again, no luck. But she had a whole lot of corrosion on the battery terminals, and that makes it really hard. So she was like, okay, I'll clean it and then we'll try again. So she cleaned it today and we tried again. I was able to get it jumped, and she went over to AutoZone to get a new battery and get them to put it in, because I guess they do free installations apparently. But apparently they won't come out to do it
Really?
for some reason. I don't understand.
Is that new?
I guess maybe. or maybe it's specific to that AutoZone. I don't know. But anyway, so she's like, they told me to go to O'Reilly's, so she's gonna go over there and see if she can get taken care of.
That was definitely them. There's no way. That was definitely them just being like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
Right?
Kind of fucked up. Yeah. So, but I mean, worst case scenario, like she'll just buy a battery and we'll put it in ourselves. Like that. Of the things you can do with a car, I've never replaced a battery in a car, but of the things that you can do yourself in a car, that shouldn't be too bad because it's pretty much just unhook it and hook it back up. And I will look at videos because I don't want to fuck it up, but I feel like I could do it without looking it up. Probably.
Grandma.
But that's just one of the fun things that happens when the weather gets down to like 6 degrees.
Yeah, I heard of that. My car also needed a new alternator because of the weather down.
Your car likes to want to get new stuff.
Really?
Your car likes to want to get new stuff.
Which one?
Both of them, all of them. Every car you've had.
Every car I've had. Well, they aren't new.
Yeah,
but
see, that's the thing. I got my car, Toyota. It's currently 15 years old.
Yeah,
and I've replaced almost nothing.
How many miles do you have on it? Yeah,
not that many.
You better not.
Not that many.
How many?
Low.
What is it?
When I got it from my grandpa, and at the time it was 10 years old already. Maybe old. No, it was either 9 or 10 years old. It had only been 56,000, which is like almost nothing.
That's what they say.
But
it also depends on the car too, because for some cars it's like that isn't almost nothing. Or no, that's pretty low.
50,000 pretty low. 56 is pretty low.
Yes.
Now that I've had it, it's up to 80 or 90,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was 20.
Yeah.
Or something like that, like 20 or 30, and it's up to like 90,000 now.
Yeah.
So, which isn't very high. Anything under 100,000 people are like, that's low. Oh my God.
Yeah, that car's barely been out of the garage.
I've been working on my car for 85 years and it hasn't broken down.
I've never seen a car.
My little horse buggy doesn't want to work anymore, and that's crazy because I just checked on it earlier.
My horse only has 150,000 miles on it, and he's going steady. Big horse.
That's a big horse. That's a big horse. Have you seen my horse? I'm just looking for my horse. Help me find 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 my horse. Where are my horse's batteries?
I like to talk about batteries.
Ponies.
Horses.
Ponies.
Pors. Did
you know they got rid of Porsche Hub? You heard that?
I'm glad. I think it's about time somebody got rid of Porsche Hub. I've been playing too much Red Dead, my man. I play it 7 times.
What does that mean? You play it 7 times? Dude.
No, I play it every night like I was playing the Grand game.
The Grand Theft.
But now I'm playing the horse game with horses.
Grand Bereft
and
Auto.
Boom Boom Guns.
Boom Boom Gun Town.
But I ride around and I go treasure hunting and I go hunting, and that's all I do. I just do that
fun.
all day.
It sounds fun.
So now I go fishing too. Sometimes I like to fish. I hate fishing in real life, but fishing in a video game, that shit is more fun.
Have you ever caught anything in real life?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Really? And you don't like it?
I've been fishing a lot. My dad loves to fish, so I fished quite a bit when I was a kid. And
happy birthday.
Never really liked it. The only time I was a real big fan was,
fish.
I really liked it the year the cicadas were happening, because those make really good bait. and you can just be like, oh, there's like 70 on this tree. I'm just going to grab one and put it on a hook. And then I will immediately catch a fish because that's what happens.
And fish
Fish
don't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
Once it's cicada season, everything that was a predator doesn't give a fuck anymore. They're walking outside like they're going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's what they literally treat it like. I'll just take 5 cicadas today because there's so many.
Yeah.
And they're dumb. They're dumb and don't move.
Really dumb. Yeah.
They got wings and all they do is
there's
just
nowhere
scream.
for them to go.
They have wings. They're big. They could do a lot of things, you know, like defense wise.
Other than just look creepy.
Besides that, grow a mouth, maybe.
I watched one hatch out of its shell once. That was cool.
That is cool.
Well, like we found it when it had just finished climbing up onto a tree trunk, and then it was like starting to break through, and we just sat and watched it for like 5 hours.
Nice.
However long that took, we watched it pop out and then inflate its wings. It was really cool.
I bet it was. And guess what? I bet it immediately just got eaten or fucked.
Probably, yeah. We kind of left after it left, or moved. So
yeah.
Yeah, but that was back when the cicadas were happening big time when I was a kid. That I caught like probably 50 fish that day that we did that, and that was awesome. That was great. Every other time I've been fishing, like actually catching the fish can be fun. But it's one of those things where I've never felt super comfortable getting the fish off the hook. I can do it. I've done it many a time. But like bluegill, for instance, have the like fin on the back with the like venom in it, and
do they have venom? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they try and spike you with the fin.
Oh, that's dope.
And I've been spiked a couple times. Really hurts. So like bass, no big deal. You grab the bottom lip, and they just are like, oh, I'm gonna open my mouth and let you get the hook out.
They're like, they know the picture you want to take, and they're like, let me pose for it.
Yeah. You did a very good fish impression.
I opened my mouth and looked up.
But yeah, I don't love taking them off the hook. I don't love baiting the hook. I've never felt
it's not fun.
Yeah.
My big thing with fishing is I don't like the hook. The hook is what fucks.
Yeah.
Because I've seen
been stabbed with a hook.
Seen that too many times. Like where it just goes in a finger so easily, like it's butter.
That's the other thing. I don't trust being around people when I'm fishing because I'm like, if that guy's an idiot, I could get stabbed
in the eye and no more eyes.
Yeah,
they're really. But fish are cool.
Fish are very cool.
I like
watching fish.
I like the part of I caught a fish. I was fishing in Michigan this past summer. Yeah. With my dad, because I'm, I guess, an 11-year-old boy trying to reconnect, I guess. I don't know.
I've met your dad.
I'm an 11-year-old. I don't know what I'm talking about. None of that ever happened. What if I was making all of that up?
It is like a known fact that 11-year-olds are always trying to reconnect with their dads. That's what they do.
That's what I was doing. Because I was fishing, and you know what? I caught fish, and I was like amazed by the fish. I was like,
yeah, that's
damn,
cool.
That's cool. It's worth it. And I put them back, and then I went home. I couldn't do it all day, and it's not fun when you're not getting anything.
Yeah,
but when you're getting stuff, yeah. And some people like to fish for the table. We tried that once, and me and my dad just kind of felt bad. Or I didn't do it. My dad did it, but like he had to do the whole like they were alive and now they're not thing, and then cook them up and eat them, and he kind of like messed it up, so he felt like awful about it because he's like, well, I just killed and ate these for no reason,
right?
But like you go fishing, everyone's like, oh, I hope you catch a big one for dinner.
Yeah.
Hope you eat good tonight.
My grandpa does a bunch of fishing, and so my dad did a bunch of fishing with him when he was younger, and so my dad will catch and eat stuff from their pond actually. But not super frequently. But he's done it enough and was taught how to do it at a young age, so he's like pretty decent at cleaning a fish. So it was never bad. But I also don't like. I've caught fish that I've eaten. I never cleaned fish. I don't want to do that. I'm good.
It's not. It's messy.
Yeah.
It's literally butchering.
I've seen the aftermath of my dad doing it. I've watched my dad do it a little bit, not for me.
Yeah, it's like, this is brutal. Why are you just having no emotion doing this?
Yeah.
We should probably not eat animals.
They have the electric knives and they're like, "Eh," and you're like, oh.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, my dad recently, I think, got one of those. He used to just have the regular, but
We're turning people vegan right now.
yeah.
I'm talking about this.
But like, I don't know. My dad went deep sea fishing super recently
Now
in
that's
Florida.
cool. Now
and
that
I was
is
like,
cool.
okay, that's pretty cool.
I would do that
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he caught a huge fucking fish.
Yeah, it's easy.
And it was crazy. And I'm like, but see, the thing that I have liked about fishing when I've gone fishing is like being on the water. And like, if we're fishing from a boat, I love being on the boat. So I'm like, honestly, I'll hang out by a pond. I'll hang out by a lake. I'll hang out in a boat. I love boating. I love being on water.
Being in a boat.
But I'm just like, I don't need to do the fishing part. Like,
Yeah.
people talk about fishing like, oh, it's like, you know, it's not, it doesn't have to be about catching the fish. Like, it can just be a really relaxing thing to do. And I totally get that.
But you
But
just don't
I'm
need
like,
the fishing.
I don't need to do the fishing part.
Yeah.
I would find it relaxing without that. So
I get it.
that's kind of where I'm at.
I get it.
But in a video game,
It's
I'm
fun.
like, this is awesome.
This is amazing. Look at this fish.
Also, I catch fish a lot more in the video game.
I also, anytime that has a video game has fishing in it, you can usually find me doing it. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, it's just gambling.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Honestly, yeah.
It's a little bit like gambling. Like, you're hitting the slot machine. You're like, I'm using like a worm as a coin
Yeah.
and see what I get.
Yeah.
And then you might get something good.
It's really good in Red Dead too. Like, it's got a cool way that you do the casting and the reeling in, and then like you have to fight the fish when you get it hooked. It's cool.
I like that. Tim, do you want a video game update from me?
Hell yeah, baby. You've been playing Hollow Knife. Biggest knife.
I was, and then I beat it.
You beat it.
I beat that.
Hell
damn
yeah,
game.
dude.
I
I'm
beat
so
that
proud
damn
of you.
game.
That's
Thank
awesome.
I beat the game, and I was doing one boss. I didn't do 100%.
Yeah.
Because there was this one area of the game that has the most precise platforming I have ever seen in a video game. You should look up the Path of Pain
Okay.
for Hollow Knight.
Okay.
Don't have to do it to beat the game. I wasn't doing that, but apparently that's in this area, and just to get there was a pain in the ass.
Jesus.
And I was like, you know what? I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna go beat this game.
Yeah.
And then I went and I beat it, and there's like 4 endings. I got like the first one that doesn't have all the requirements, but I didn't care
Yeah.
because
you beat it.
I
I
beat
mean,
it.
dude,
that
that's
game's
awesome.
fucking hard. There was one boss I was stuck on. I was like, I can't. It makes you do like this thing where you could beat this boss or this boss, and they were both hard, but you have to do it to get this one thing in order to get to one spot in the game. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. And then I did. And then I got to the final boss and almost beat him on the first try. And I was like, wait, hold on. Because I just was like, I don't know what this one does. So let me like go in and see what it does.
Yeah.
And I almost got him. And I was like, let me just do that again and just keep hitting him over and over again. And I did. I beat him on the second try.
That's awesome.
The final. And I was like,
That's
oh,
really
all right,
funny.
well, so that one's not as hard. But
Yeah.
man, that game is good. You should play it.
I really want to.
You should play
It's-
that game. You would like that game.
Like I said, I started it at one point and I was like, I immediately was like, oh, this is super cool. But I also was like, I am not
This is
in
gonna
the
take
right
a lot of time.
headspace for me to do this right now.
It takes a lot of time, but oh my god, I've never been more satisfied, I think,
Yeah.
with a video game. And it was definitely the hardest one I've played. There's harder games. Cuphead is a harder game. For those who are curious, I'm not saying Cuphead is the
Really?
easier.
You think that one's harder?
Cuphead?
Interesting.
Oh, 100% is harder.
I'm
than
sure you're
Hollow Knight.
right.
Hollow Knight,
I've played more Cuphead. I've played a lot more of Cuphead than I did of Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight is, I mean, they're both kind of unforgiving, but
Yeah.
Hollow Knight is a little bit more. I at least feel like I haven't played that much of Cuphead, but there's just so much happening
That's
on the
fair.
on the screen
Yeah.
at once. It's hard to like even pay attention to
Yeah.
what's going on, even though it is just you can. There's other things about it that make it hard, but for me, like to even get in the zone, it's like there's so much fucking moving on the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna hit me. I don't know what's gonna not hit me. You know, in Hollow Knight, it's not like that. It's like this boss is doing these things, and there's like real tight areas to get away from them, and you just practice, and then you get better, and then like I don't know, you just go and you keep doing it, and then eventually it gets easier.
Yeah,
because you just keep doing it. So,
but like Hollow Knight, you can't just like. It's not just like, okay, well, I lost this part, I'm going to start right here where I was, right? Like, that's one that you kind of go back.
Yeah, but I that was what originally bothered me, but there's a lot of benches that are, you rest and save at a bench.
Right.
But there's a lot of them that are, like, really close.
Okay.
So it's like...
Okay, so it's not so bad.
It's not that bad, no. I would find... And later
I was
in the
going to say,
game,
that's the part that I feel like maybe Cuphead is harder, but, like... If you fail one,
you're right back there.
You're just start again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would prefer that. It eliminates a little of the tediousness, but I don't know. I think the level design for Hollow Knight is just so like worth it.
Yeah.
That I would, and it like it's not that hard getting up to it.
Yeah.
Like if that was the case, it kind of knows like if you have to go down this one path to get to this boss, it's not going to make that path the hardest thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
And then have the boss, unless that's kind of the gimmick.
Yeah.
Like the boss isn't
and then
as
the
hard.
boss isn't as bad. Yeah.
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 If that's,
it's kind of balanced out to make it not awful.
It's very well balanced, you feel. And it's hard and it's challenging, but it's really, really rewarding.
Gotcha.
When you beat it. And you feel like, because it's so precise, all the movements, like it literally jumps as long as you hold the X button. And there's like, you know what I mean? It's so fucking precise that there's no excuse, right? You didn't just cheese it.
Totally.
You can't cheese that game. You just beat it, and it feels so fucking good.
Yeah, that is nice. There are a few games that I've beat that I mean, like God of War, the 2018 God of War. Mm-hmm. I beat that game, right? But there were a few things in there where I did like
you could
was like I can
bit.
I like that game fucking hard. I'm not gonna pretend that like I didn't I never got to where I could do it. But like there were things that I did. I was like, I know if I do this move with this, it's kind of like cheating.
Yeah. There's moments like that too, but it feels like it's in there on purpose, and you have to figure it out.
And it probably is, but there, especially when I stopped playing it and then came back to it, I didn't relearn all the stuff that I knew how to do. I'm like, I can throw the axe and it does this spinny thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
Dude, you know why you should also play Animal Well is because Animal Well encourages stuff like that. Like, they want you to like figure out a way to cheese the game.
That's really funny.
They don't tell you what to do throughout the whole thing. And like you need to play that game.
I do need to play that.
And it's free. It's on PS Plus.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, shit. I need to play that.
It's free. So you can play it. You play it now. But like, I remember I did something in Animal Well and it gave me like an achievement, and I was like, and it was an accident. And then I realized, I'm like, is this a whole fucking mechanic to the game? I didn't even know that. And
that's awesome.
And so I just like used it and cheesed so much shit. And I found out like after watching videos of people playing it, there's other things that you could do in that game that I didn't even fucking know about.
Really?
And I beat it. Yeah. So
that's
it's
cool.
like, but that's the point of the game. It's like you could do, that one's good too.
That's cool.
Hollow Knight was great. I don't know if I put that above Breath of the Wild or below. I want to put it above just because it felt, I don't know. That one's really good. And so is Breath of the Wild. But since I beat that, I was like, well, I got to have a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you playing now?
Well, Emma and I went out and used Christmas money to buy 2 games for us. So she's playing a game and I'm playing a game, and she is playing a game. She's playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I've got that. I haven't started it.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Dude, that game, I've only seen little bits of it, and I was like, ooh, I got to play that right after she's done, because that game is crazy.
I really want to play it. It looks cool.
Because we finished the Harry Potter movies, which were good, and she's in a Harry Potter, like, fix right now.
Hey, I get it.
And so she was like, she wanted that game, and I had seen stuff about it, and I was like, that seems like shovelware, because, like, the development team, the developers have just made like just a bunch of licensed stuff like Toy Story 3,
yeah,
Bolt,
Yeah.
Hannah Montana, the movie, the video game,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, but dude, I've seen her play it, and it's like that game looks fucking fun.
Yeah, I've
You're
heard.
literally a wizard, and it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, see, that's the thing. That's what made me want that game, because like I loved the Harry Potter movies growing up. I still like them, but you know, they're not as special to me as they used to be. But and I loved the books too. But I just haven't been in the mood to watch those in a while. But I saw that game, and it reminded me what it was like when I played the Lego Harry Potter games, because like those were great.
Those were the best Harry
Lego
Potter
games. Are great.
games
Yeah, honestly, yeah,
since,
those were the
like,
best.
and then
And then I saw the stuff for this one, and I saw some of the gameplay, and I was like, shit, that's cool as fuck.
yeah, and it's really cool because Emma, when she got it, she was like, "What buttons do you press to like get to the game
Yeah.
on the menu?" Because she didn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
and now I'm watching her, and she's like dodging everything, and I'm like,
How did you?
Yeah, I started leaving the room now because I don't want spoilers for that game.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
But she got that, and then I got Tears of the Kingdom, and I've been playing through Tears of the
Hell
Kingdom.
yeah, dude.
And it's good.
How far have you gotten with it?
It's like kind of the same deal as Breath of the Wild, like same formula. There's a story
Yeah.
now, which
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah.
That I like, but it's still the same formula. Like, here's the map. You got to go 4 different places on the map, do these things.
Right.
It's not necessarily the divine beasts, but I don't know what they are, honestly.
Yeah.
Yet. But then you also have like, you have the whole Hyrule map again. It's the same map. I'm pretty sure there's some differences, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
Then you have like the sky area with a bunch of sky islands and stuff like that. And
Right.
apparently there's like this whole underworld map too
Gotcha.
that I don't even know anything about.
Yeah.
So, and it starts you like in the middle instead of like, you know, like before in Breath of the Wild, like you had it to where you discovered parts of the map. You could like do it in an order. Like you could, this one, it starts you off in the middle and they're like, we recommend going here. They recommend you go to the fucking, the bird place first.
Oh.
And I was like, that's weird. That's
is
never
weird.
the first place I want to go, but all right.
Yeah.
So I've just been heading there. How much do you know of the game, like mechanics wise?
I mean, I played all of the stuff in the sky, like the very opening stuff, and then when I got to you're just in like where you were in Hyrule
You
again.
stopped.
I took a break and then haven't come back.
So you have Tears of the Kingdom.
I have Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, I didn't know you had it.
Yeah.
Okay. So so you know the new mechanics with like the crafting
Yeah.
things, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that as much as I was hoping I would.
Oh, really?
Not that it's bad. It's
Yeah.
definitely good, and it's definitely really cool because there's some like shrines that are like, make a thing, and then I do, and I'm
Totally.
like, that's fucking wild,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't like it as much as I liked the other shrines from
That's fair.
Breath of the Wild. So far, they
Yeah.
could get better. I also liked the designs of the shrines from the first one more too.
They were really great. That was the best part of that game, honestly, the shrines from the original.
Yes, they were, but like in the new one, they're like rocks with like this weird green glowy. You've seen them,
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
walk into a rock.
Yeah.
It's weird, but
Yeah, it's fine.
it is fine. But it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. It's been a second, so I did Breath of the Wild, and then I did those 2 Metroidvania games, and now I'm going back to Breath of the Wild. I'm like, oh, this is a weird genre
not,
jump.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
Because I was just like, oh, Metroidvania. Oh, these are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's my type of game. And then I'm right back into action RPGs, and I'm like, oh, this is
Different.
this is different. This is different. And I
Yeah.
forgot how unforgiving Breath of the Wild is when you first start out. It's like, don't get hit or you're dead.
Yeah, that's true.
And-
that's true.
It was just, I don't know. So far, I liked Breath of the Wild more just as the experience, but this one is good. I'm interested in the story. I'll tell you that. And it's Legend of Zelda, so you can't really go. It's not bad.
I need to get back to playing it. I enjoyed what I played of it, and I didn't stop because I wasn't having a good time. I stopped because classes got busy again. So
Yeah, and that's a game where it's like,
that's how long it's been since I've touched it. I was in classes. So
oh yeah, shit. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
But,
a long. They're long games.
they are.
That intro part for Tears of the Kingdom was so much longer than for Breath of the Wild.
See,
Breath of the Wild.
that's why I took a break, because like I got through that and I was like, man, this is gonna take a minute.
It took me all day yesterday.
Yeah.
To do it. It took me all fucking day to beat it,
Yeah.
and it was
Atia and I just started a game. Well, we're 3 or 4 chapters is how it's broken up. We're 3 or 4 chapters into the quarry.
Supermassive, or something like
that.
They did Until Dawn.
It's cool. It's definitely cool. We're liking it. We see, the thing is, we played all of the Quantic Dream Collection together. Like we would alternate who would choose like what choices to make and stuff like that. And it was a great time. We loved doing that. And we've also done, like, I've played Outlast and Outlast 2 and I feel like a couple of other horror games.
It Takes Two, maybe.
Well, we played that, yeah, but like specifically, like, we've played the decision-based games and we've played horror games. And this is kind of a combo of the two. So we're really liking that. But at the same time, we hate all of the characters.
That's what happened. Yeah. You guys should play Until Dawn too. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
That one's I've heard that Until Dawn is the best one, but I think they're super massive. I don't know.
You're probably right. I wouldn't know.
Super massive games. They also do like the Dark Anthology. I don't remember, something like that. Yeah. I really liked Until Dawn by them, but yes, the characters in that, they feel like horror movie characters.
They totally do. They totally do.
I don't care about any of these. Just I want the bad guy to get him, but you're playing as the people you don't care about now, so it's a little different.
You're like, I don't. Yeah. We both simultaneously like want to save all. We want all of the people to live. We want to get the best outcome. But we're also like, man, fuck you. I hope die.
You die. Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Of Until Dawn is that you can make decisions. You're like, you know what? I hope this leads to this person's death.
That's really funny.
Because I really want to see what that looks like. Because I hate them.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, video game.
Watched. I haven't watched as many movies the last week or so because I've been busy. But I did watch 3/4 of Interstellar. Didn't quite get to finish it because I had too much other stuff to take care of. I had to start making dinner and other things, but I'm gonna finish it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it tonight because Tia and I are probably gonna watch stuff. But anyway, I'm really loving it. So I'm glad you told me to watch that.
It's a good fucking movie.
Because honestly, like, it was always something I was planning to watch eventually. Like, one day I'll get to that. But after you were talking about it a while back, I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch it. Oh, yeah. I've been watching it in here.
That's the way to watch it. Yeah. That's really cool.
Well, and that's why I haven't finished it yet. Because, like, I'm like, oh, I could watch it, but I'm, like, in bed. I'm all tucked in. I'm like, I don't want to finish it on this screen. I want to go in here. So
yeah. I really wish I could have seen it in IMAX.
Dude, that would have been awesome.
It was like the 10-year anniversary was like a few months ago.
Yeah.
And they were like,
that's crazy that's been out for 10 years.
I know, right? And Emma was in Chicago at the time, and I didn't want to go see it without her.
That's
because she loves that movie, and if she has to suffer, I have to suffer.
That sucks.
I will do it. But I really was like, I'll go alone if I have to. That's how much. I'll go to a movie theater alone.
Yeah.
To watch that in theaters.
Only done that once.
I have also.
I enjoyed it. I'll definitely do it again.
What movie did you see by yourself?
Across the Spider-Verse.
Do you know what movie I saw by myself? Mine's way more embarrassing.
I have no idea.
Captain Underpants.
That's awesome.
I saw the Captain Underpants
That's so
movie
you. I
by
love
myself. But I was 17, and I learned like that day because I was working at the movie theater. I learned that day because they didn't tell me that I got free movies until like a month after working there, and they're like, you could see that for free if you want to. And I was like, what? They're like, why else do you work here? Is that not why you wanted to work here as a high schooler? Because you get free movies? That's the
really
benefit?
Funny. Yeah.
And I was like, no, I didn't know that. And so after work, I was like, fuck it. I'm staying here. I'm going to watch Captain Underpants. And then I did.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that felt like a weird movie to see by myself.
That's fair.
And I was 17 at
That's
the time.
fair.
So good thing I wasn't 25 years old watching Captain Underpants by myself. It was all right.
You can do whatever you want.
I can do whatever I want.
But yeah, no, I would definitely see more movies by myself. I just
Hate.
I don't like leaving
Me neither.
home.
I love the bed.
I'm so happy to get home after work. And that's
That's it.
that's it. I'm like, I'm home, man.
I'm so happy.
Finally.
I'll be out. Usually we'll have plans to go to like 3 places and we'll most of the time go to 1, maybe 2, but that second one is rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll be like, we got to like 4 or 5 places to go. And then we just try to figure out what to do. We'll do that later because it's time to go home.
That's funny.
I hate being out. Maybe it's because of the city. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I would be anywhere and I'd be like, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
The bed is the most comfortable place a body can be. Make sure when you kill someone, they're laying in bed so they're comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Let them get comfy.
Let them get comfortable. Well, yeah.
That's what they say. Let them get comfy.
Brown. What's next for you?
Thank you.
What's next
Thank
on
you
your
very
radar? For games.
For games.
Yeah. What's the next thing you want to do?
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I might jump back into one of the Assassin's Creed boys.
The new one came out some time
Mirage.
ago. Mirage.
I have it.
You have it?
I have it.
Did you buy it?
Yeah. Well, no, it was given to me as a gift.
Okay.
I have all of the Assassin's Creed games that you can get on current gen consoles. So,
which ones have you played through?
I have. I've played through the Ezio collection.
Mm-hmm.
I've played 90% of Black Flag. Didn't finish it. Gonna finish it
Someday.
I've played.
That's enough to give an opinion on it, though.
Yeah. I've played a lot of Origins.
Mm-hmm.
I've played some of Odyssey.
Oh, you haven't beaten Origins?
Long game, that one.
Yes.
They just get longer. Yeah.
They get longer.
And they're long already.
Yes.
Like the Ezio collection games are not
Long.
short.
They're long games.
Yeah.
Which I don't like.
I've played some of the America one.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah. 3.
Yeah, that one.
I've played some of I've gotten through the opening of it.
Long opening. Long ass opening.
I've played Unity all the way through because that was the first one I got. And I think that's it. I think that's all the ones that I've messed with. I haven't touched Syndicate. I haven't touched
the one that
Rogue.
seems the best is Origins. So you haven't played Valhalla either?
I haven't played Valhalla. I haven't really want to play it.
I've heard, fun fact, that because like they changed up their formula really with
They really did.
What is it? Origins.
Mhm.
And I heard that Origins did it the best, and then it kept getting like Odyssey's like it's like they're too long basically what they are like, and it starts to get stale, and the quests, like they have it to where you have to like, which I heard about, and it was like so fucking annoying. Like you have to do side quests in order to progress, because you have to be at a certain level for like the main story to progress, and you'll do like the main story stuff and it won't give you enough experience. Yep. Right. And so you'll have to do all these side things that aren't that fun. Yeah. But they do that because it's Ubisoft, and they're like, buy these experience packages, you know?
Yeah, that checks out.
And I was like, ooh, that sounds like a goddamn nightmare, and I don't want to do that. Yep. That's fair. I don't like games that are long for long's sake.
Well, I'll say I haven't played enough of Odyssey to say one way or another how I feel about it as far as that goes. But Origins, definitely get that because it is so long, and you do have to do all the side stuff or a lot of side stuff.
Yeah.
But I stopped playing it because I wanted to play a different game, which happens so easily.
That's why
especially with a
games
long
shouldn't
game.
be that long.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. Like
Yes.
you're exploring ancient Egypt, and that's so fucking cool.
Yes.
I mean, I spent hours and hours just wandering around and looking at stuff because it's one of those games, and that's what I
fun.
love about it. So honestly, the story's not like there's nothing wrong with the story. Story's good. Dude's like trying to avenge some shit, and I'm all on board for that. And I really like the character that you're playing as. He's great. But the reason that I want to go back and play some more of that game and finish it and whatever is because it's just so fun to play.
That's good.
Like, it's not really about the story, honestly.
I've heard
and
good
that's why I
things.
feel like I'm probably gonna still like Odyssey and probably still like Valhalla because, like, honestly, I don't know if I'll beat them, and
Yeah,
that's
you probably
okay.
won't.
But the thing that I loved so much, like the combat is so good, and the like. All of the new skills and weapons and stuff that you can do in that, so cool. You can fucking tame animals and shit. It's an awesome game.
That's cool.
So
I've heard good, like the best of them is like Origin. Well, not the best one, but like
the best of the new.
yeah.
Yeah, and that does kind of make sense.
Where's Mirage? Where's that? China?
I'm not sure. I think
don't
so.
know.
I think so.
They said, I feel like they said they were going to do a Chinese one like fucking
30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
But I got Mirage. That one I put on a birthday list or Christmas list like a year ago.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up with it, because I always struggle to come up with things to ask for from my family for holidays and stuff.
At least they get you video games.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'll be like,
Hell yeah.
I have video games that I want, and they will not get me.
Yeah.
They'll be like, no.
But so that was a give me, because I'm like, I've got all the other ones. I'm gonna want to play it probably, so I'll ask for it. But I haven't touched it yet because I've got all these other ones. So
Yeah, it was for me. It was I had Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. That was on my I was like, I need that. I want to beat that game next. And it was that there was two games I wanted this season. It was that one and Baldur's Gate 3.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I was gonna beat Tears of the Kingdom first anyway, so that's why I got that one.
smart.
And I don't want to buy Baldur's Gate 3 unless I play it, and then I don't play another game. I just play Baldur's Gate 3, and if I hate it, then I stop playing it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how it goes.
yeah. I honestly, I might jump back into the Tears of the Kingdom.
Kingdom.
Because I haven't played anything on my Switch in a bit, and I'd like to.
Yeah, I do miss playing on my PS5 though.
That's
After
fair.
being on the Switch, I was like, I think I like my PS5 more. I don't know
That's
if it's just because it's newer,
understandable.
but I used to be like, the Switch is the best one because I like the Switch more than I liked my PS4 because I just like the games. But obviously, if you have an option, because Emma was looking for Hogwarts Legacy on the Switch, and I was like, we're gonna get it for the PS5 because it's gonna look better, it's gonna run better on the PS5.
Yeah, a
Bar
game
none.
like that, you want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it
Games
looks
that are exclusive to the Switch, of course, run great on the Switch, and
Sometimes,
games,
not
yeah,
always.
that's true. Not
some
always.
of these Pokemon games.
Not always.
Sometimes in Tears of the Kingdom, it's just it'll have a shitty time, like too much is happening on the screen, and
Yeah,
frame rate will drop, and I'll be like, Jesus Christ,
yeah.
Nintendo,
But
fucking
I think the best games for the Switch are like platformers and shit like that, because that's it. It feels right. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
where you don't need to do it doesn't
Yeah.
need to be that much.
yeah.
Wonder, I've heard, runs really well on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Mario
Yeah.
Wonder, which Emma also beat, and I need to play at some point, but I don't really care about beating that one.
That's fair.
But I've heard it's good. Oh.
Some of my favorite, I think two of my favorite games I played on there were Limbo and Inside. Like those are both really fun for that.
I've heard Inside is good. Emma played Inside because I recommend. I haven't played it, but she beat what game was she playing? Because she was playing some games on her Switch for a while, like $1 games that she beat like super quick. And I recommended Limbo, and she didn't like that. So
really?
I don't remember why, but it just was frustrating her, I guess. And I recommended Inside, and she beat that. And I did Thomas Was Alone. I recommended that, and she beat that,
play that
quick. Yeah, it's another quick, easy puzzle platformer.
I love those.
They're great.
Hue is one that I really like. I've beat that one a couple times.
I've seen that. I love a nice game like that. You can just beat it in one day. You just take 3 hours maybe, and you beat it all.
Yeah, especially if they've got like cool ideas for the puzzles and shit. Like, big fan. Big fan of that.
I remember liking Limbo a lot, though.
Oh, I loved Limbo.
I played that on my PlayStation.
Me too. Well, I bought it for the PS4, played it on the PS4, loved it on the PS4,
and then got it on the Switch.
I got it on the Switch because I just loved the game. I was like, this is great. So I bought it, and I've played it twice on the Switch because it's such a good thing to have on there. Like, I've been like on a trip and like, oh, I want to play a game. Let's play Limbo. You know.
Yep. That one's good. Yeah, I'm on a kick, and I'm gonna keep going until I have to have a kid or something. Then I'll probably stop. But
yeah,
I'll probably give them all up at that point because I'm not allowed to have fun when you have a kid.
That's what they say.
Oh, dream weaver, I believe I thought you were now. Oh, dream weaver, I believe I thought you were now.
He's gonna come and fight you. He's got a lock on your soul and he's gonna take you down. Everybody is coming for you. My squirrely killer.
Hey everybody, it's your boy, Christmas Benjamin. I've got fingers for toes. Quick, say something. I'm gonna have to let you go. Talk to you next week. Goodbye.